Yay, we're live, and we're like, I'm so sorry, everybody, whoever decides to take the time to watch this, if anybody ever does, that we are like a day. Hey, we're technically only 24 hours late and like 14 minutes. This is now called Book Chat instead of whatever the other book. Oh, Not Your Normal Book Club, which we got rid of, and now I've got all this stuff popping up on my screen over here. Oh, and she loves it. Now let's see if she does anything with it. Sorry, I have been making jamberry covers all day, and it's not stopping. Okay, so we are here to talk about Daughter of Smoke and Bone, which, even though, Jan, you were right, I will still be reading the other two books at some point in time. They're in my keep shelf, just not right now because I don't have the time. As soon as I get off of here, I'm starting this one and then going right into stuff for next week. So, huh?
Oh, you keep freezing.
Oh. Okay, so I liked the majority of the book. I don't know where I was, what chapter I was at, because I finished it on my phone this morning, but it was like right after they break the wishbone. At that point, from that point until almost the last couple of chapters, there was only a couple things in there that we really needed to know. You know, we needed to know about the war. You know, take a couple of sentences. We needed to learn what the wishbone was doing and how they were, well, not exactly winning the war, but, you know, how exactly, you know, what it was used for, and then go on. And instead of that, it was like 40% of the book. Because I think I was at like 62% when that happened. And it really bogged down the story. I mean, I started skimming on my phone because it was just blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's
very
huh?
confusing. It was confusing for me.
I loved it up till the point where we found out what she was, and then when we found out what she was, it was like all this backstory crap, and I'm like, I don't need this.
No.
If you wanted to give me backstory, you should have given me backstory back at the beginning of the book.
Exactly.
But when I get the last 100 pages, I expect the excitement to start.
Exactly, not just like backstory crap. I didn't want to know any of this. I don't need to know any of this. I'm good. You know, just give me the highlights of it. Let me know what's going on, and then move on, people. Move on, you know?
When she found out what she was, that's when I expected the excitement to start happening. But there was no excitement. It made me to the point where I am not going to read the rest of that series.
The ending was really good, though. The ending was really good, though.
Yeah. But yeah, I promptly put that one on paperback swap, and out the door it went. I didn't even offer it to my sister. I was like, she's not even going to want to read this. Bye.
I'm going to have to come back to this book.
I was wanting to know what you were going to say.
Oh, I was just saying I'm going to have to come back to this book. I couldn't get into it. 11 chapters in, and I couldn't get in.
I was worried when I first started reading it because it was just really weird, but then I just fell in love with it completely. Okay,
yeah,
so I was really worried that the other books were like from different characters and stuff, but it's not. It looks like it's all the same characters.
All right, that's good. I'll come back to it.
Yeah, mostly just read till you find out what she is, and then you
and then just start like skimming, like read parts of it, and then just skim it, yeah. Or just come and ask us, and we'll give you the highlights of it and just be done with it because it is a lot of. I mean, I'm sorry to say this, but it is a lot of crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still like the story. I'm still gonna finish the other ones. I mean, I own them, you know, and stuff, but it's not gonna be, you know, right now. So, what were your questions, Jan? You said you had questions?
I have 17 questions on this site, so let's see which ones we can hit. The first one says, explain the significance of the title, Daughter of Smoke and Bone. In your opinion, does it accurately describe the events and relationships portrayed in the novel?
The bone, yes. The smoke, not so much. I don't recall anybody being of smoke in any way, shape, or form.
No, yeah, that kind of was confusing. I don't know why.
The actual cover itself with the blue mask made more sense for the actual cover versus the title.
Right, the cover makes more sense than the title, yes.
But of course, the cover is all in that backstory that bogged down and murdered the rest of it.
Where's the mask coming in? Yeah, that was kind of confusing. Okay, so question number 2 is Daughter of Smoke and Bone opens with Karou being accosted by her former boyfriend, Casimir, as he attempts to reconcile with her by telling her, we're meant to be together, you and me. What can readers conclude about Karou's belief and commitment from her reaction to his statement? What has the relationship with Kaz taught Karou about love? I think that that guy was just psychotic, and I laughed.
Yeah, exactly.
When he was posing, I laughed. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. But I mean, the taking the whole thing of, I mean, that's like knowing about like the beginning of the story, but not the ending of what happened, because we know why she fell in love with the angel boy is, because she was technically reincarnated. They already knew each other. There's no ways to love. It's already there, which just makes more sense. So I mean, for the later half of that book, the question makes no sense. It does not apply.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Next question is, consider the wishes Karou earns from Brimstone as a result of her errand work. Why does Brimstone chastise her for spending them on frivolous items? Yeah, like making her boyfriend's butt sweat.
Hey, I like the blue hair thing, though. That was
awesome. I kept telling James about that. I said she used a wish to make her hair grow blue. That was
Where
awesome.
did I pick that up? I mean, I wouldn't pick blue. I mean, I'd stay with my black, or maybe like the blue-black from, you have like all the cool cartoons, all the cool characters have the blue-black hair. I might do that, but, then just think, you don't have to worry about another gray hair again. I could go for that.
I'd go with red. Give me like Ariel red.
Yeah, I think he chastised her because he expects her to use them for something important, not something just waste them.
But I mean, the way
a lot of work to get those wishes.
Seriously. I mean, especially after she finds out exactly what he had to do to give her those coins. But I mean, the thing that I was thinking is that, okay, I loved how like the wishes had denominations, just no different than money. So like the wishes that she have is like a quarter. And then they go up to like, $1, $5, $10 type thing. And it's like, the wishes that she were using, for like her hair being blue and stuff, what else was she going to wish those on, They're little itty bitty little wishes,
Maybe he expected her to save them for if she was stuck somewhere, like a bad guy was attacking her or something. She could wish to punch him in the face repeatedly or something, I think that's more what he probably wanted her to use them for, is if she was stuck on an errand and was screwed, because she got attacked on that last one when the angel attacked her, and she didn't have any wishes left. Remember, she was all out of wishes at that point. So that made
like, what are you gonna? She's gonna like stand there and like wish that the person's butt itches or.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I think that's
that was
what
awesome.
Run away.
Maybe his whole intent.
Too bad you couldn't like take the wishes and like use 2 at a time or something and add them together to make a bigger wish. That would have been kind of interesting.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Okay, question number 4 is, why do Karou's sketchbooks have such a following among the other art students? What fascinates others about this world that she captures? Yeah, I wondered about that because they don't really tell us what she's drawing in her art books other than what she draws in school.
Maybe.
Well, no, she had
it seems so real.
Yeah, I mean, she was drawing, what's his face? I don't remember Brimstone. She was drawing Brimstone and everybody else, and they were all in just mundane, everyday activities. So that's probably she made the characters come to life. and it was
Right.
something that nobody else was doing. Because I mean, I thought, I mean, is she supposed to be in high school, right? Like a specialty high school or something?
Special high school, or I was thinking college classes kind of seemed like, you know.
Yeah, it's, you know,
Because you
because
don't draw
it's,
naked men in high school. I
yeah, I mean, it was
think
really
it
kind
had
of
to be
weird.
more college than high school.
Well, I mean, you got to remember that she's overseas too, so
Right, yeah, it could have been high school, but yeah,
yeah, because specialty schools for the arts.
right. All right, question number 5. After sharing more fantastical tales of Brimstone, Isa, Twigga, and the others from the shop, Zunza asks, "How do you make this stuff up, maniac?" Karou responds by stating, "Who says I do? I keep telling you it's all real." Why does offering a wry smile after such a statement allow her to tell the truth without the risk of being believed?
Because it's just the way that she's expressing herself while she says it. Like, ha! My pen is blue.
Right. Not actually blue, right. Well, and it makes those characters come to life more, so they're willing to sort of believe her, but think, okay, well, that's just part of who she is. We'll just let her tell her tales.
Yeah.
Question number 6. After Kaz surprises her by posing as a model for her drawing class, Karou uses her scuppies to wish issues on him and thinks this isn't just for today, it's for everything. What can readers infer about Karou by considering her need to right the wrong he has bestowed on her?
I don't know.
What was that one again? Sorry.
That one, well, they're asking about when she used the guppy wishes to make her boyfriend's butt itch. What can we concur about her by her taking revenge on him?
She's a normal
Not to
person.
piss her off.
Yeah, exactly. She'll get her revenge, and she does it subtly, too, so you have no idea it's her. She's revengeful.
But in a
She's a
very
normal
funny and
person.
comical way.
Yes. I think that was my favorite scene out of the book. Let's see. Question number 10. Considering this conversation between Brimstone and Karou, wishes are not for foolery, child. Well, what do you use them for? Nothing, he said. I do not wish. What? It had astonished her. Never? All that magic at his fingertips? But you could have anything you wanted. Not anything. There are things bigger than any wish. Like what? Most things that matter. In your opinion, why does Brimstone offer such a potent perspective on wishes? Do you agree with his assessment?
Yes and no.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
places a lot of trust in those wishes, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see. Consider the variety of settings for Daughter of Smoke and Bone. Name the 3 places you believe to be most important to the story. Using textile evidence from the book, explain why you find them significant to the overall story structure. Oh, we haven't
Yeah, Erin's here. She good.
in the group now. Hi, Erin. Nope, she's got her microphone muted.
What was the question again? Sorry, I was typing.
Name 3 places in the book that you feel are important, and why do you think they're important?
Oh God.
Well, I think it
Wouldn't
was.
know the answer to that because I only stayed at the high school.
I definitely think it was important that you had the portal area where she
Yeah.
lived, and then you had the normal world, and then you had the
The elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Or
'Cause
where? Yeah.
once the portals were gone, then you had to figure out where else to play the story out at, and it played out mostly in the real world. And I thought the part with her boyfriend coming in with his tours, that was kind of important, because if he didn't have that part of the story, then he wouldn't have seen the angel or any of that stuff.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So if you just stayed in one space the whole time, it wouldn't have worked.
Erin, if you can hear us, you can always type in the chat. Next question.
Next question is, how would you characterize the relationship between Karou and Akiva? Do you feel that it changes over the course of the novel? If so, in what ways?
Oh, her and her friend.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like that, you know, in the end, when she finally tells her friend the truth, you know, her friend just, you know, just basically just takes it. And, well, I mean, the other little bird creature shows up, so, you know, you can't really dispute, you know, proof. But, I mean, she doesn't freak out or anything, you know, which was kind of really nice.
Yeah, normally when you come out, when these books, when you come out, the person just completely goes psychotic on you. What the hell?
Yeah. Or they just look at you and then run the opposite direction. You know, that she didn't believe that she was a monster or anything like that.
Let's see. Using the phrase "this story is about," supply 5 words to describe Daughter of Smoke and Bone.
Weird.
Long.
Long. Very,
Yeah,
very long. We'll just add a
Wordy.
couple of varies to that and then just add long at the end.
What about wordy?
Very
Very
wordy and
wordy.
descriptive, yes. There was lots of really good description in the book. I like that.
She was very
And,
descriptive, that's for sure.
And what was the other thing? Oh, it had a lot of comedy in it too. Very or what is it, quirky or something? It was very, very, very humorous. I like that. And it doesn't shy away from like certain words that start with P.
Yeah.
Not.
Definitely for higher teen. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can say that on air here, so I just won't.
Censor.
And the last question wants us to predict what we think will happen in the next book. But you got all the way to, what do you think, Jessica? What do you think's going to happen?
In the next
She got to the
book?
end.
Yeah. I said, what do you think's going to, that was the last question. What do you think's going to happen in the next book?
Well, I mean, she found out the devastating news, and that I did not see that coming, like, at all. Hold on a second. What, Anna Reese? I have a knock at the door. What? Did you go take a shower?
No.
You need to go get in the tub.
They're not watching me.
Go have Sissy watch you. I'm almost done. Go have Sissy put you in the tub. I'll be in there in a minute. Or there you go. Okay. Well, I mean, she got the devastating news, you know, and she freaked out. And, yeah, she freaked out, like, really, really bad. And now she's on her way to the portal that, you know, what is it, Zagharet or whatever had found. So, I think, well, if the other guy is right and the portal is guarded, I think they're about to get their asses handed to them.
I was going to say, is it bad I predict fighting?
No, I think that's right. Lots and lots of fighting will happen in the next few chapters.
Okay, so our next discussion is supposed to be next weekend for Mockingjay, and then Fairy Ring after that. By Kiki Hamilton.
Mm.
So is that right, Jessica? This week, next weekend, and the following weekend after that, we have book group or book.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Are we keeping Mockingjay next weekend, or are we pushing that off?
Hold on, let me look at my
We're gonna push it
calendar.
off. I've seen the movie and read the book, so.
I haven't seen the movie.
Mockingjay is this coming Saturday,
And then Fairy Ring's supposed to be the following week.
and then Fairy Ring is the following week. And the reason I did that is because I was guessing that most of us have already read Mockingjay. I do need to reread it, but I'm not going to do so at this particular time. So everybody just needs to go watch the movie, and you're
I've
good.
already done that.
That won't be till like the weekend of the 7th, but I don't care if you spoil it, so
Okay.
I've read the book. I already know what happens in the second movie anyway.
Yeah.
And then
Seriously.
is that all for this month for December is for book club?
Where did my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Then, yeah, because then the next one isn't until January the 3rd, which will be 3 weeks from the 13th, and that is Up Poseidon.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
Make sure I write that down.
And then for the WWW thingy-majigger,
That's which song
I
of the month.
have not done.
Glass was awesome. I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. What didn't you love about it? It was awesome. Politics between the fairy courts trying to get her to go on their side, her Aunt Grace running off with her, throwing her off the bridge. It was awesome.
I don't know. I don't know. It was just like, it was all over the place.
Didn't seem like it was all over the place to me.
I don't know.
I tried to reread it again, and again, I had the same problem I had with this. I couldn't get into it. It would be my second
that's
time.
it.
I devoured it. I love fairy stories.
Get
I devoured
into
it.
the Glimmer Glass. I just couldn't get into it.
I love fairy stories, and yeah, I loved it. It was good.
But the next book for the
WWW at the end of December, it's Witch Song.
is Witch Song.
Okay.
And then let me go over here and add this to that one. Books we've read.
And I did message Amber Argyle and let her know that we were doing that at the end of the month.
Yeah, she already knows.
I know, but I made sure she doubly, triply knows.
And then the next 2 books that are going to be added to our list are Shatter Me and The Force of Hands and Teeth. Those are going to be added. Which I will go right
I read The Force of Hands and Teeth like many years ago, and I really loved that book. That was a good book.
So hopefully I can get a hold of it, because I haven't heard of it.
I think I have...
You want to turn the live record off there, Jessica?
No, I think Books A Million, they have copies
Okay.
of all 3 in the series.